Moin und herzlich willkommen hier wieder bei The Hobbyist in der Kategorie Gaming mit Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Und wie ihr seht, ich habe im Screen schon auf Weiter geklickt. Wir können jetzt tatsächlich wieder Erfahrungspunkte vergeben, bevor es in die Gemächer des Prinzen geht. Ja, Galeb, 110 Erfahrungspunkte, nice. Der Typ braucht auf jeden Fall mehr Zeug, und zwar Education, Deduction, Psychology, Perception. Ich will erstmal überall einen Punkt drin haben und das ist mir nicht so wichtig, tatsächlich. Der Dominate. Gucken wir, was wir hier ausgeben können. Presence 2. Ist einfach nur Presence plus 1 Modifier. Bisschen schwach, ne? Oh, prevents your opponent from focusing a skill. Das ist natürlich nicht schlecht. Ah, da müssen wir erstmal die Presence Leiter. Das ist ja blöd, dann ist dir nichts weiter eingefallen, oder was? Oh, Velvet Glove. Dominate. Sense anziehen kann ich aber nicht weiter steigern. Words of Steel. Dominate generates one less blood cost. Das ist natürlich auch nicht schlecht. Fortitude, Dialogue Power, Defend against opponent's skills, increase the chance of winning by 50% in case of a tie. Das ist nicht schlecht. Das nehmen wir mal mit. Noch 45. Wie kostet das? 45. Nehmen wir. Nur Caleb.
And like always, you've completed your mission.
Like always?
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you here.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
Warn her.
I've already told you, you can't trust anyone here. Everyone's working an angle.
I have a hard time seeing how saying nice things about you to me could be construed as manipulation.
It's all tactics to get you to let your guard down, or earn a favor. So, you need to be even more careful.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge your own opinions.
Don't worry about it.
It's not a natural thing here. It takes some experience.
Mens et manus.
Hey, I've heard that. Hat er nicht.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. It's Latin. My mind wandered for a moment. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals?
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
Dialogue Powers. Das kennt man schon, oder? Can be used on all compatible dialogue choices. Use dialogue power. You must activate it in the selection wheel. Then select a dialogue option. Only one dialogue power can be activated at a time. You may activate or deactivate the power as long as no dialogue option has been selected. Using a dialogue power generates hunger. Walls of Mind increases the success rate by 50%. Ich aktiviere das einfach mal.
I'm not one to beat around the bush, especially on a matter like this. So either be frank with me, or be silent.
I'm sorry, it's just that it's not easy for me.
I'm listening.
Beryl asked me to come by and see him.
Did you?
I didn't think anything bad could happen. I actually thought that...
You ignored what I told you. Don't ever do that again. What did he want with you?
Nothing in particular. He wanted to get to know me. He told me about Seattle, the Camarilla. He was just being nice, that's all.
Beryl isn't nice. He's dangerous. I'm going to have a word with him.
But...
Wait here.
Just one more, and then you
Tja.
can rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.
Okay. Da sind wir also wieder in den Prinzengemächern. Der will mit Beryl sprechen.
That does a body good. I can feel my strength coming back already.
It's a pleasure and an honor, ma'am.
Don't go far. I might need to avail myself of your services later.
Wer ist sie?
Hello, Mr. Vizori. You'll excuse me if I'm not in my usual state to greet you.
Do I know you?
I know you. I'm Himiko, the Shibari mistress.
I'm sorry, but I don't recall meeting you.
You wouldn't say that if you'd enjoyed my services. If I'm still here, it's due to a fortunate misunderstanding. A certain Leisha mistook me for someone else.
The prince was looking for her child.
I hope she won't be angry with me.
Oh shit. Habe ich die falsche ausgesucht? Nein. Ich war mir super sicher, dass es der richtige... Jetzt bin ich ein bisschen baff. Ich habe tatsächlich den falschen Sarg mitgenommen? Habe ich da echt so falsch gelegen?
Why were you invited to the party?
My presence is generally appreciated during this sort of event. Some guests need help relaxing. Shall I give you my card?
Thanks, but no.
I had a feeling you'd say that. You don't know what you're missing.
They sure did a number on her.
Your injuries are impressive.
Those hunters have no mercy. I hope you'll never cross paths with them.
I'll be going now.
Okay, also Caleb scheint schon zu wissen, dass es sich um Hunter handelt, sonst hätte er jetzt ja nicht reagiert. Aber das macht mich jetzt echt baff, dass ich tatsächlich den falschen Sarg rausgeschleppt habe. Schade.
I'm sorry, but I need to take a break.
Ja, das sind jetzt die ganzen Wessel hier. Die brauchen wir nicht. Ist hier noch irgendwas Interessantes? Ist hier mit drin? Guck. Nein. Okay. Oh.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue.
Oh.
Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
Oh. Das ist doof. Er wollte ja Intel haben eigentlich, ne? Naja, Beryl könnte jetzt natürlich intrigieren gegen seine neues Child. Ich will mal eben kurz hier ein bisschen durchrennen und gucken, ob hier noch irgendwas ist. Nochmal die Aussicht genießen hier. Oh, alles klar. Ich könnte vielleicht mein neues Child verlieren. Aber wenn ich da nicht hingehe jetzt zu dem Kaius, das ist glaube ich dieser Sicherheitsexperte gewesen, dann könnte ich in einem späteren Gespräch was verpassen. Proposley. Wer war sie denn hier noch? Ach, Journey Atkins. Journey Atkins gibt es also noch.
There's no point in hanging around here bothering me. It's gonna take me a while.
Very well, Mr. Sheridan. Please excuse me. I've been at this for hours.
Die schreddern alles?
All I'm hearing tonight is Lazarus do this, Lazarus do that.
Okay, also sie vernichten alle möglichen Beweise. Ich glaube nicht, dass es so geil ist für die Tremere. Naja, gut. Da könnte ich wahrscheinlich den Aufzug nehmen. Aber geht der auch nach unten? Ich weiß es gerade gar nicht mehr. Achso, und hier wären wir reingekommen, wenn wir da lang gegangen wären. Okay. Ich bin stark dafür, den Security-Typen aufzusuchen. Princess Office Council's Quarters, Security HQ. Ja. Ah, Beryl kann ich auch so irgendwann handeln. Kein Problem. Und dann bin ich dann der Schaffer. Das wird mir so hart auf die Füße fallen, ich werde das schon merken.
We're waiting for Mr. Leto's signal. Until then, if you have any questions, save on. Got it?
No problem.
Great.
I want to report on his activities pronto. I don't like the sound of that at all. Oh, there you are. Follow me, please. We'll speak in private.
Aber gerne doch.
You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Caleb. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Do you know who it was?
Not now, but I will soon enough. Otherwise, the prince will have my head. Caleb, I need your help. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
Jara? War das nicht der Tremere? Evidence. Seriously? Why not? Evidence.
What you're telling me is extremely serious. I hope you have proof.
If I did, do you think I'd be asking for your help? But I wouldn't accuse her unless I had serious doubts. Think it through carefully. For starters, she's one of the few who knows how the system works.
She'd be able to cover her tracks, wouldn't she?
Maybe. But maybe she made a mistake.
According to our intel, Jara may have been captured.
She was caught in her own trap. Anyways, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, if you want to call it that. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
Er hat ja auch
And
keine
I
mehr.
can.
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
Jara, die habe ich scheinbar noch nicht kennengelernt, wenn sie auf der Party war. Das ist jetzt schon ein bisschen her, dass ich dieses Spiel gespielt habe. Ich weiß es ehrlich gesagt nicht mehr. Aber ich würde mitgehen einfach. Nosferatu gefallen tun ist gut.
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her room.
I found a key to her room.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drury's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me.
Fine.
And don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
Okay. Das kann natürlich jetzt auch wieder eine Intrige sein. Jara Drury, den Namen habe ich ja natürlich schon gehört, aber kann ich das nicht? Ich kann das doch bestimmt hier irgendwo nachgucken, oder? Warte mal, war das hier? Trades Boston. Jara Drury, habe ich sogar noch nicht gelesen. Member of the Primogen. Das ist die Nosferatu-Primogenin. Okay. Double Agent. Jara was originally from Viz, a small fishing village off the coast of Croatia, arriving in Boston in 1841. She left behind a life of misery and prostitution along with her sire, whom she was careful not to get wind of her departure. Her natural distrust of other kindred pushed her to settle in the city sewer system, where she aspired to an unlife of solitude. Sadly, it took only a single mistake to be discovered and brought before Kurt Dench, one of the most influential and intimidating Nosferatu in the region. Much to Jara's surprise, Dench was disconcertingly transparent with her. He spoke to her of his allegiance to the British in New England and shared with her his intention to establish a vast Nosferatu spy network throughout the area. She was enamored of the idea. After a long period of observation, Kurt officially induced Rory as an agent. She would spare no effort and stepped up her ingenuity to meet Dench's expectations. Heute kann ich schlecht lesen. In particular, she managed to infiltrate a pocket of anti-British resistance, the Kindred of Liberty, and went as far as to integrate herself with the Primogen. This dual identity allowed her to pass on invaluable information to the British colonists, which they used to tighten her hold over Boston. This fruitful collaboration awakened feelings in Jara that she thought had died out long before. Feelings for Dench, whom she so often worked with. Despite his unfriendly demeanor, Kurt was an honest man, straightforward and dependable, a man who Drury realized she had much in common with. Though she dared not to take the plunge, 15 years later Kurt would do it for her. 2008, the fall of London rocked the British colonies in America. Jara was unshaken and maintained her cover. While in the shadows, the network of Nosferatu tightened its ranks, Kurt disappeared. Thinking at first that he was on a long mission, Jara looked to her peers for answers without success. Weeks turned to months, then years. With the beckoning taking the British leaders away, Jara abandoned her dual identity and firmly integrated herself among Americans. She took advantage of her purported involvement in fight against the colonists to gain access to the Primogen of the city's new prince, Hazel Iverson, who made Jara her chief of security. Jara may have changed her allegiance, but her heart still clung desperately to Kurt, whom she still hoped to see return. Something deep within her kept from giving up. In the meantime, Jara does what she must to survive and drowns her loneliness in work and excess. Ja. Okay, Jara Drury.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
In diesem Fall gut, dass ich nachlesen konnte. Ich hatte keine Ahnung mehr, wer das war. Aber wir haben es ja, wie man gesehen hat, auch noch nicht gelesen. Tja, vielleicht ist hier Dude wieder zurückgekommen. Ich schätze, ich muss nochmal zum... Was ist eigentlich meine Aufgabe? Warte mal. Ich wollte gerade woanders hinklicken, aber hey. Ich glaube, ich muss jetzt zum Prinzen. Oder zur Prinzin. Ich finde es irgendwie komisch. Ich weiß nicht, ob das jetzt an meiner Bildschirmauflösung liegt. Dass der Bildausschnitt so komisch gewählt ist. So, ich glaube bei, wie war das noch? J? Nein, J war es nicht. Wie war denn das noch? Wie konnte man sich denn noch diese blöden... Das ist C. Moment, da muss ich mal eben kurz gucken. Ich will eben kurz gucken, wie man sich die Spielziele nochmal anzeigen kann. Confirm, Character Sheet, Decrease, Increase, Skip Dialog, Run, Obfuscate. Es gab doch irgendwie einen Button, womit man sich oben noch die Ziele anzeigen lassen konnte. Q? Ach, Q für Quest. Make Decision haben wir doch schon gemacht. Go to Jara Drory's Apartment. Achso. Genau. Dann fahren wir zu den Council Quarters. Das mit dem Fahrstuhl ist ein bisschen komisch gemacht hier, dass er dann die Ansicht verdreht. Reden wir nochmal mit ihr.
Caleb, our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him.
Ach, sie hatte mir... Sollte ich einen Pfeil für sie besorgen, ne?
Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I don't see why I would have any regrets.
That's no surprise. Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time. Otherwise, they end up making a mess of things.
So, you have to let them make their own decisions. She's probably right. I don't have an opinion on the matter. Oh.
You might be right. Beryl didn't wait long before revealing his true nature. There's no denying that I'm at least partly to blame for the situation.
Indeed. I would have done something about it, and he would have begged me for forgiveness. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Worauf sie anspricht, das wurde auch eben eingeblendet, ist das Beckoning, also der Ruf. Alle alten Vampire wurden durch einen mysteriösen Ruf in den Mittleren Osten gerufen, um dort den Dschihad auf eine neue Ebene zu hieven, also in einen richtigen physischen Krieg ausarten zu lassen. Zumindest ist das, was ich jetzt ungefähr darunter verstehe. Aber hey, warte mal, wir können es ja eigentlich mal kurz lesen, ne? Codex. Das müsste wohl auf Darkness sein. The Beckoning. A mysterious calling, drawing elder vampires away from their fiefs and fortresses. The elders are compelled to travel east, towards the land where mortal and vampire civilization began, into the fog of a shadow war fought over the graves of their progenitors. Ja, schön kurz erklärt. So, Jara Drory's Room. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr genau, wo der war. Müssen wir nochmal gucken. Beryl, da wollen wir nicht hin. Hilda, wollen wir auch nicht hin. Richard, wollen wir auch nicht hin. Dann war das auf der anderen Seite. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo der überhaupt schon war. Ich hatte eigentlich gedacht, ich muss in das Büro. Ach, hier kann man gucken. Jara, Drory and Dijan Saiska. Dijan ist ja der... Das ist der Tremere. Plus you matters to attend to first. Wer auch immer das war. Use Key. Machen wir mal Auspacks an. Da liegt schon mal was rum. Sense Aura. Ach so, erstmal Read. Jara, I would have liked to give you this bond that you've been waiting for so long, but I can't bring myself to condemn you to my situation. But don't be afraid. I will never abandon you, Jara, never. We are bound together forever. We are one. Since that first night, that first instant, nothing can keep us apart, I promise. K. Das klingt doch irgendwie nach Sire, oder? Sense Aura. Oh, wir haben noch keinen Hunger, können wir es mal machen. So, sonst gab es hier nichts, oder? 1840. Nö. Sense Aura, da ist auch noch was davon. Ist das jetzt ihre Aura, die er da jetzt...
Let's see if Caius was right.
Ja, schön. Aber kann ich jetzt nicht... Hier muss doch irgendwas geben, oder? Warum soll ich das sonst... Oder ist es einfach nur, dass man hier das Bild sehen kann? The time has come. Where are you? Password Arrival. Das hatten wir schon gesehen. Da hat mich ein Kumpel drauf gebracht. Erstmal Grüße gehen raus. Das Password Arrival ein Zahlencode für ein Datum sein kann von jemandem, der wieder da ist.
Jara always was old-fashioned. Whatever's in this box must be important.
Press, turn left, turn right. Rechts zum Aufziehen, oder? Nix. Okay. Hatte ich das beim letzten Mal einfach nicht gesehen oder war es dann noch nicht da, diese Truhe? Analyze Report Findings. Jason Moore. Das ist nicht interessant für uns. Was haben wir hier noch? Ach, guck mal. Einmal nach links, viermal drücken. Das klingt jetzt ein bisschen zu einfach. Da ist ja irgendwie... Moment. Das war ja nur die Hälfte, ne? Kann ich mir das hier nochmal angucken? Habe ich hier eigentlich irgendwie so ein Inventory da? Torn Diagram. The right-hand portion of the diagram that was torn in half. Genau, es kann nämlich sein, dass da auch noch ein Pfeil nach rechts ist. Ach so, 1 ist dahin und 4 ist drücken. Das ist nicht wie oft, sondern... So, das heißt aber... Es gibt noch ein zweites. Oh, was ist da? Insert Bug.
That should take less than a minute.
Das ist gut. Aber wenn ich jetzt das Passwort rausfinde... Wenn ich das rausfinde, kann ich vielleicht auch sehen, was der Nosferatu sieht. Und vielleicht ist er da, kommt er da nämlich nicht so gut bei weg. Vielleicht hat sie nämlich was über ihn herausgefunden. Das wäre eine Möglichkeit.
I hope Caius will be able to use what's on this thumb drive.
Consult. 4. Das könnte ein Jahr sein oder ein Tag und ein Monat.
Jara has always been wary of new technology.
Ja. The time has come. Hier konnten wir letztes Mal auch reingucken, ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher. Okay. Ach, guck mal, was haben wir denn hier? Ah. Einmal links, zweimal rechts und dann drücken. Ist natürlich auch sehr obvious, dass man das... Naja, egal. Inspect. So, turn right. Turn right. Turn left. Und drücken. Okay, hat er sich jetzt gespeichert, was ich vorher gemacht habe, oder was? Ach so, erst links, dann rechts, rechts und dann drücken. Erst links. So, nochmal. Links, rechts, rechts, drücken.
Jara was conducting her own investigation. There is no way Caius would be expecting that.
Aquila. Corvus. Used the old code. Corvus. The most recent one has been compromised. Notes. It's a good idea to keep the codes to myself. Aquila. Alternative procedure. Pause. Time of last contact. Corvus. 7 p.m. Duration. Arrival. Das könnte es sein. Mal eben kurz gucken. 2 minutes 27 seconds. Anything to report? They are overconfident and have become lax in security. Of course, the prince wants to increase the surveillance of the port. I don't have all the details, but it could be complicated your transfers. Notes. That's the best you can do? Akila, thank you. I'll pass the word on to the teams. I'm still waiting for your last shipment of files. I'm working on it. It will be coming soon. In that case, Aquila out. End of conversation. Notes. This looks like a test to see if the identification would work without the code. Why? I need more information. Time of last contact. Time of last contact 7 p.m. Duration 2. Okay, nee, das ist irgendwas anderes.
It appears Caius was wrong. He and Jara may have been looking for the same individual.
Okay.
I think that's everything. Now it's Caius' turn.
Ja, das sagst du. Ich bin noch ein bisschen... Ich hätte gern noch dieses Passwort herausgefunden. Was sagt denn nochmal der Codex? Ne, Codex war das? Ne, Boston zu Jara. Arriving in Boston 1841. Da haben wir es. Steht direkt drauf. Mal gucken, ob es das ist. 1841. Löbt. Danke nochmal an dich. Ne? Du weißt, wer gemeint ist. Conversation Caius Leto. From Caius to me, as you wish. Caius Leto. Das ist K wahrscheinlich. Quincy Market. Caius. I never reconsider anything without new evidence. If you have any, please send it to me. And not on a computer. You know how I feel about them. From Caius to me. From Miss Drury, I already told you about my need to investigate on the Quincy Market case. I know that you disagree with my theory, but an aborted attack on the prince is not to be taken lightly. Could you please reconsider your position? That's not something I'm willing to joke about. No, I can't imagine anyone being able to hack into your computer since you change your password every 3 days. Besides, I thought you preferred handwritten notes. Unauthorized transmission? Did you try to access my computer? I picked up a signal that appears to be an unauthorized outbound call. Could you come see me as soon as possible so that I can give you the details? Oh, mit Hazel. Warte mal, wir müssen von unten anfangen, ne? Ja. I know you ordered my computer to be searched. You don't have to monitor me like this. What good am I to you if you don't trust me? To Hazel Iverson. From Hazel? Jara, if something is trying to search your computer, believe me, the order didn't come from me. I have every confidence in you, and I urge you to have the same confidence in me. Finally, in the future, I would appreciate if you do not make such sweeping occasions without proof. If you have any concerns, please come speak to me. Sincerely yours, your Prince. That's enough. I rely on myself to protect what needs to be protected, and I have my own ways on keeping myself safe from undue curiosity. Email to Sophia. It's precisely 10 p.m. I'm heading to the party and I'm leaving Kai's Leto in charge. You know the procedure. Let everyone know. Have a good night, Jara Drory. I'm leaving Kai's Leto in charge. Ach ja, Kais. Das ist ja auch der, mit dem wir gerade gesprochen haben. Ich kann mir Namen immer so ganz schlecht merken. Ach, ganz viele Codes hier. Recent Secure Transmissions. Okay. Wofür auch immer ich das brauchen könnte. Das habe ich vielleicht auch schon wieder übersehen alles. Ich übersehe nämlich eine Menge hier. Da waren wir schon. Da oben haben wir nichts mehr. Das haben wir herausgefunden. War jetzt nicht so die Ultra-Info. Es sei denn, ich habe jetzt gerade wieder irgendwas nicht gepeilt. Oh. Steht die da gerade einfach nur so... Ach nee, das ist der Tag, der mitgeschickt worden ist.
Hello, Mr. Missouri. Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Yes.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And don't ask any questions. I get it. Are you done here?
You may proceed.
Thanks.
I hope Caius knows what he's doing. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
Answer the prince's summons. Let's do it. Achso. Ach, die Tür? Nein, die Tür geht nicht. Das müssen wir hier lang. Ich laufe einfach erstmal random. Na, da zum Aufzug. Der war vorhin. Muss ich den wieder rufen? Wahrscheinlich. Er kommt. The Prince's Office, please. Das hier zum Beispiel, das finde ich jetzt irgendwie Quatsch. Also es hängt ja augenscheinlich mit dem Aufzug zusammen und wie er sich bewegt, aber das ist ja wirklich ein bisschen unschöner Bug. So. Oh, eine nette Skulptur. Es sieht aus wie Münzen, wie gestapelte Münzen. Ob das Wohlstand ausstrahlen soll?
The prince is ready to see you now.
Ich kann hier bestimmt noch 1000 Sachen finden, ne? Aber für was? Na gut, ich könnte noch Barrel Besuch abstatten, versuchen. Oder mit Fang reden. Vielleicht, nee.
Great.
Das lasse ich euch dann über, die ein bisschen mehr Geduld haben.
Caleb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him. And that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
Maybe they're not kindred. Ich meine, das ist irgendwie komisch, ne? Die eine hat es ja jetzt schon gesagt, dass es Hunter waren.
Our enemies are everywhere. They're not just kindred.
No, the kind have no knowledge of our business. It's someone with diverging interests from our own. Someone on the inside.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Richard.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Richard war, glaube ich, der Malkavian, ne? Und jetzt kommt Jara, da bin ich
Did
interessiert.
you read Jara Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Catapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you.
Natürlich.
Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Okay. Very well. Why me? Ja, wahrscheinlich wäre der älteste und baddeste Motherfucker an der ganzen. Ja, ich frag trotzdem.
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold choice.
I don't see anyone better for the job.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
You'll be dealing with Kine. You'll be a fox in a henhouse. I'm not worried about you. And Delsin knows how to get you in.
Oh, that changes everything.
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
Das ist richtig riskant. Weil woher soll er wissen, dass er in diesem blöden Sarg nicht irgendwie bis zum Sunrise warte und dann machen sie die einfach alle auf und äschern die ein. Why don't we attack them head on?
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My Prince.
Ich hoffe, die wollen ihn nicht einfach nur loswerden, den guten Caleb. Ja. Aber das war's auch schon mit dieser Episode. Wir haben auch die 40-Minuten-Marke erreicht. Ich denke, das reicht für diese Episode, wie schon gesagt. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal, wenn es wieder heißt Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Etwas, was ich sonst nie mache, aber jetzt an dieser Stelle mal tun möchte, ist, wenn euch das hier gefällt, lasst bitte einen Daumen nach oben da. Das würde helfen, Videos ein bisschen mehr Reichweite zu geben, denn so ist es nun mal, wie YouTube funktioniert. Wenn nicht, gerne auch ein Dislike da lassen. Am liebsten sind mir natürlich Kommentare, vor allen Dingen auch mit Feedback. Wenn euch irgendwas stört, wenn ich irgendwas anders machen soll, lasst einen Kommentar da. Ihr wisst, wie das funktioniert. Und wenn ihr in dieses Video schaut, dann habt ihr sicherlich die anderen vorher auch gesehen und wisst, wie das mit der Notification, mit der Glocke funktioniert. Also muss ich das auch nicht mehr erzählen. Ich würde mich auf jeden Fall freuen, wenn ihr das nächste Mal einschaltet. Wir sehen uns. Bis dann.